call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Snatch it on the right. Runs with the right. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Handoff to the single back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But when it does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Yeah, and this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And off from the shotgun. And again. Right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here, and back now with a 7-3 lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for room. It's Craver. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Unloads it downfield. Makes it down to the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the ride. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to him again.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. On the move. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Reads it, fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick completion to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, and then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the move, it's Craver. Makes it past the marker. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear
Loose in the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Alabama. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They
breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Now on the option. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Slithers into space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. A lot of places, quarterbacks don't want to run, but it's part of the DNA for a signal caller at Clemson.
And why wouldn't you do this if you're coaching college football? I mean, it's a numerical advantage. It's an easy thing to do. Instead of handing off and standing there as a quarterback, when you use his feet, you get that +1, and it's easier to run the football. It's easier offense, and it's harder on defense, and Clemson has had as much success in the country as anybody over the last 10 years.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the flag. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's got it on the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Smith wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense earns their third and final timeout of the half. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Smith dropping to pass. Rush is on him. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they marked it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, and watch out. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's...
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There he goes. Touchdown time. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get there.
There he goes! Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Then as he throws, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Smith dropping to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run play action. Buys a little time. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama!
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Clemson, 18.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And And they're able to get him down.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
The kick is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. 3:25. Gonna run it. It's Craver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware.
A shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play?
Touchdown, Clemson time, and the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Perry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. They'll move the tight end. Going for the marker on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
He'll toss it. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is knocked away and incomplete, but there is a flag down. Looks as if the defender was a little overeager and a little overzealous and got there early. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air. It's Manning. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Smith wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Go straight ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He caught it. Touchdown time. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Motion from the back. Smith wants to throw. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's more. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Tigers heading quickly to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Clemson! Great job by the back on the option.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the option. He'll toss it. Tackled there by the defense.
Man, and you came up short, and I tell you what, defensively, nice job stringing that play out, making the quarterback not be able to run it downhill now, pitch the football, and getting that running back on the ground.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. Runs through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Craven. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both